Hello, everybody. Happy, I call it Catterday instead of Saturday because, everyone's always getting what they need, especially the cat. Some extra love usually on the weekends. So, hi, Norma. How are you?
Good. How about you, T? How you doing?
I'm I'm awesome. I'm very excited right now.
Please do tell.
We
Please do
did a group healing this morning, and it was more about a meditation and really teaching people how to shift their energy within them so that they can work on healing themselves. And so that's our mission, is to help the collective consciousness through this shift, right? And so when we become a spark or a lighthouse and we activate ourselves, which is activation for everyone, to come up into the 12th dimension, into the pink light, and to drop in healing and drop in peace and trust, to trust yourself, to trust your own intuition, and to quit seeking outside of yourself for that which you are seeking all the time. So we've been conditioned and brainwashed to look outside of ourselves for everything we need, but when we really have it all within. You want to add to that, Norma?
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, it's been an amazing journey for me to explore something from the heart is so totally different from trying to explore it from something outside yourself. The expansiveness of that is profound. So it's always about understanding that vibration and raising your vibration and to levels that you never thought could be possible, is immensely just uplifting. And to know that we are such powerful beings with the abilities to see or experience or create a life that I guess you could almost equate it to like movie-like type of powers, I suppose you would say, is it's the funnest experience anyone can ever ask for.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. And it's quite, you can't describe it until you feel it, and once you feel it, you can't unfeel it, you can't unknow it, and that will become your new standard, right? And
Yep.
so what I'm finding right now for a lot of people is they're going along and they feel like they're being pulled down by a memory, a trigger, something that has come up for them. And the reason it's coming up is so you can clear it, remove it from your system so you can move up and vibrate even higher. And so this is what's been happening. It's like this pull down and then a rocket ship up. And without that pull down, you wouldn't actually have the same trajectory. So it's different than going and plugging along and like this and maybe going up a little bit and then leveling out. So you're getting these bigger bounces up and down. And
Oh
so
yeah.
it's learning to navigate that. And it's not impossible. It can be challenging, but it is not impossible.
No.
So today we wanted to just speak a little bit about that. Hello, everybody. Good to see you guys. Thank you for coming on the chat, because without you here, with nobody watching, there's no point in us being here. So we appreciate you so very much. And we're very grateful to be back. And we had a big discussion about where's home. Home's here. So it doesn't matter when I go away. A lot of people are like, welcome home. Welcome home. Are you happy to be home? Well, there's a big difference between home here, and it doesn't matter where I go. So yes, I'm grounded here for the moment. For how long? I have no idea. I'm being really, really comfortable in the unknown. And that's another, sort of play on it. So yeah. And Norma Jean's still here. She's downstairs, as you can see, behind my wall, where stuff is slowly being sold off of it in preparation for the next trip. So yeah. So we want to know from you guys, how are you doing? How are you holding up? Where are you struggling? I did a meditation this morning that was very helpful for people, and I've got the recording, and I just need to pull the meditation out. So I need a couple days for that. Hopefully not, but we'll see what happens. But we would love to know how you are doing. Yeah, this is really, really important for us and for you. So we're here to help you. So what questions do you have? Are you having some struggles that we can help walk you through? I'm definitely going to send out some healing energy, and we will do a small meditation as well. The meditations I do are no longer planned. They are channeled. So whoever's in the room when I start the meditation is going to get exactly what they need. And of course, then that applies to those that are drawn to the meditation afterwards. So we would love to hear from you. How can we help? And yeah, or whatever questions do you have? And we've got lots of people dropping in over on Facebook. Hello, over on YouTube. Kiwi gals, hand pink waving. Awesome. Yeah, so good to see you guys. And we know we were gone for 5 weeks, but what happens when you go away for that long is you really unplug and pull back all of your energy to yourself, and you become very present, and you get to observe in a new way. And then when you come back in, you can't go back to the way you were because now you've shifted. And so you come in with new intention, a new way of being, possibly new gifts, right? New insights. And that's what's been so exciting about this is we're not meant to be playing this small and living in one place and struggling. We are meant to be free. We are global citizens. We are meant to being allowed to go wherever we choose and making that our home and connecting with like-minded people, because as it currently sits, we were spread all over the planet to hold specific frequencies and energies. And then slowly, because we have the internet, thank goodness, we've been able to slowly find each other. And as we find each other, we remind each other of who we really are. And then we get to expand on that. And so, yeah, we just want to encourage you guys to think bigger. Go larger with what you desire and what you wish for. Norma?
Oh yeah, please. You know, the one thing that I came to understand through this 5 weeks was that the I was not able to leave this like one area for a long time. Only just here and there throughout, the life that I was living, or if, at least existing, up until this year. And I've had more experience or experiences through these in these last 5 weeks than I ever have in my entire life. And it was so profound for me because it broadened my perspective, because it gave me the ability of seeing the perception that I was so limited to just being where I was, just in that one space for so long. I mean, you can go to the city, you can go to different counties, you can go to different areas, but when you reside in one space, you kind of become stagnant, and you're kind of limited in your ability to give yourself that expansiveness through giving yourself different leveling perceptions and perspectives through those perceptions by traveling. And this is where it's fun, uh, because I had so much fun in what it is that we experienced, what we explored, what was shown to us, what we created during that process of just seeing what was being shown to me was just expanded me so much inside. My heart is so big. It's so, the cup runneth over feeling for me. And I was so appreciative and grateful to have been able to be a part of this and experience this.
Yeah, absolutely. And this is the perfect time to show the card that I pulled just for everyone today. So you can see that this is a wand, two of wands. The staff is behind him and it's standing on its own, all by itself. So you could think of that of where you were. So for example, even though I wasn't here in this space, I had an energy staff here that could stand on its own and hold that resonance. And then now I'm holding a new staff and looking at the crystal ball, right? Oh, where to go next? Where do we go next? Because no matter what, my energy that I've stabilized here, that we put here to hold this resonance, it's done. We can now move. And so that's a really blessed feeling. And I'm looking forward to you all starting to feel that way and have that expansive feeling about that. Shazam saying, one day I feel great being by myself and the freedom, and the next day, today, struggling and crying, being alone. Took a nap, feeling better now, rode my bike to the gym. My emotion on a roller coaster. You're not alone. Yeah. And Sassy's happy with the wave of tears. Absolutely. Absolutely. Kiwi Gal says, I had a vision driving home that the mountain in front of me was falling down. I needed to turn around and go back into town. Will this actually happen? No, it was a vision showing you a metaphor for don't be surprised when things start to fall down that you thought were really stable and strong. So no, it won't actually happen. The mountain won't fall down. Cindy, I'm feeling like letting go of everything in my life to step into my power fully, which means being homeless because I just don't feel like I can work and pay bills. A job makes me sick. I have to be able to find that one that fits me. I feel disconnected from my life. Yes, Cindy, so you're being shown, hey, it's time. It's time to trust. Even if you could go to this job even part-time to begin with, right? And start. So instead of saying what I'm hearing is what you don't want, but what do you want? And focus on that, because the universe will keep giving you what you're asking for. And what I'm hearing you ask for, which, you know, is I'm going to be homeless. So don't claim that. Let's claim that even though I'm stepping into my power fully, and hopefully I already know this will help you today, stepping into my power fully, something even better will come along for me to manage to survive or thrive in this 3D reality at this time, because it is required. We get it. We totally get it. Yeah. And, you know, do you want to add something to that, Norma?
Yeah, you know, like you said, Tanya, it's about speaking to what you want. And know that when you speak about what it is you want, it's always going to come from the heart. Because the one thing I can tell you is that up to this point, life has definitely showed us enough about what it is we don't want. So we've been there, we've done that. We know what we don't want. So what is it that I must feel in order to know what it is I want to create to experience? And that's where, you know, doing that inner work shows us the change that we can be, because we change within. And from doing that change from within, the heart expands, and that vortex, it becomes bigger and more expansive, and it takes a water field, and it takes and it shoots it out. And the only thing that can happen from there is what you are seeking, what it is you want can only be magnetized to you now. So always focus on what it is you want. Be more defined in definitely putting out, allowing yourself to feel and have that perception, or that the image in your mind is what it is you want to experience. So yeah, just always speak to what it is you do want, because what you don't want is always going to present itself. It's just contrast.
Yeah, and not attaching to that contrast. Yeah, and absolutely, it's being very, remember your words. In the beginning there was the word, and Norma has a whole conversation to have around this, because your words are spells. You are manifesting with everything you say, do, and think. And so clear away what no longer serves you. And yes, it could be that job, and then just trusting that something better is going to show up. I mean, it all depends on your comfort level. But if you put yourself out in a position where you feel uncomfortable and it's really stressful for you, that's not going to be helpful. So there's a balance between the two, is what I'm trying to say here. So, and everybody just wants to be happy. We have a right to be here and thrive. And we are so close to the shift everyone's been waiting for. Energetically speaking, it's coming. So this weekend's quite another squeeze. Every time you feel squeezed, it's trying to move stuff out of your lower chakras and push it up for you to look at it and release it, because it's clearing your system in order to go from carbon to crystalline and become the supernatural being you really are, the superhero that you are. And so this is what's going on. As we get through to December, it will start to lighten up. And those that are doing and have done the work, even though you're feeling rough right now, you will start to feel it clearing. So nobody can do this for you. You can be guided, but nobody can do it for you, because the more you want to hang on to something, the more you're going to keep it. If you're holding it close, right? Like, no, this is my story. This happened to me. Chuck it in the fuck bucket. Work through it. Do what you need to do. Write about it. Burn it. Let it go. Because when you let it go, transmute it, alchemize it, what'll happen is you will start to feel lighter. And oh, that was a release. You need to cry, cry. You need to scream and yell, scream and yell. Within reason, don't affect others with that. But whatever you need to do to release it from your system, so that you too can start to feel this light, this higher vibration, which sends out the frequencies of what you want, instead of being mixed in with these lower frequencies of what you don't want and riding up and down, We want to get you up and stabilized. So we want to get you up, elevated, and not unlike a spaceship. I have no idea why I'm flying so high, but I'm flying high. Right? So that you can. So yeah. And so go ahead with any of your other questions on this, or else we will take another minute or two and drop into this meditation. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, Cindy, thank you. I understand. I'm asking for God to show me. Absolutely. Hi, Katie. Hello, Kiwi gal. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, these two know each other. That's sweet. I love it. I love it when friends come on together. Yeah, sharing is caring. My late mother would instill in us, I am. Absolutely. And those are good statements to have. I am free. I am abundant. Yeah. You control your reality, and it's your subconscious programming that may or may not be holding you back, or it's trapped emotions within the body. And today we're going to work on both of those. So, all right, let me just check and see where we're at. Norman, did you want to share a little bit about how just a tidbit on how sacred geometry plays into some of this? And the geometry of where you are, even, right? Like
Yeah.
architecturally.
Yes. Sacred geometry is, there's two contrasting arenas to come from. You got the manifest, and then you got the spiritual realm, or sacred geometry tells us exactly where we are in ourselves first.
Yeah.
Determining on where you're seeing from. Are you looking through the eyes of the human, or are you seeing through the eyes of that greater aspect of self, because you're looking from within? And the one thing that I've come to understand is that when you are looking through the eyes of the human, for me, I see boxes. And boxes are what they utilize in the manifesting world to keep us locked in areas, whether it be that we are confined to limiting thoughts, whether it be that we're confined to where we move to, whether it be that we're confined to our feelings, where we can't release them or let them go. But in the spiritual realm, everything is circular and it's always in motion. So with that circle, then comes that the expansion, like the old camera systems that they used to extend them out. And as you do that, then you're able to utilize that sacred geometry in ways where you're able to understand yourself on each level that there is to experience yourself on. And that's what reflection is these levels are mirroring who you are as you go along. So always know that when you reflect on yourself, then what you're doing is you're having a conversation with yourself. And that's beautiful, because then when you start sitting down and having a conversation with yourself, you're able to face yourself and see yourself in that mirror, and just know that any and all choices you ever made, even up to this point, you make from where you are. Okay? So don't be hard on yourself. Don't be judgmental. Move away from that and just look at yourself, and look at yourself as you would someone else that may be telling their story to you, because you're just telling yourself your own story, and you're listening back and forth with one another, allowing each self to have it say, so that way they eventually come to a point where they have a mutual understanding of self, and you don't have that separation. And then you're able to see both spectrums, whether it be that you're seeing it from the lotus of life, or you're seeing it from the flower of life. But once you're able to take the two and bring them together, you're able to weave in and out, have that kaleidoscope of perception, which gives you a different perspective about the life that is meant to be lived.
Beautiful. That was really good. That was the best explanation so far. So Norma's been deep into, she's a deep learner. Yeah, she loves to learn because it helps to transform her. So absolutely wonderful. And then I learn differently. So we all have our different way of doing things. We're not alike. We're very different, but we can still play and work together, because it's that nice balance, right? And even if somebody was the same, like we're going to the drum run this afternoon with David Pills. we're going to go cheer them on because they went all over Vancouver Island, all over the province, raising awareness. And through what we call, it's the Highway of Tears, where a lot of Native women were taken and disappeared, basically. And so there's been this beautiful story about trying to unite, and David was brought in to be the bridge. So we're going to go down and give him a cheers and celebrate him. And I have a hat that belongs to him, so it'll be good to see him. I haven't seen him for a while, obviously. Yeah, absolutely. And you can't outrun it. Yeah. But we can't outrun it. I'm finding by tapping, deep breathing, and coming back to my heart center is really working. Beautiful. Whatever works for you. And that's also the important thing is, no two people are going to have it the same way. No two people are going to elevate themselves the same way, but everybody needs to go within to do it. You can have someone outside of you show you something, tell you something, heal something, but if you can't maintain that resonance, it's really hard. So you'll do this little do, but you're still staying lower because you're not empowering yourself. So our mission is to empower you 100% all the way, 1000% all the way. So everyone feels they're stuck with ups and downs. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, Freedom, I'm sorry to hear that with your daughter. So she's not seeing her grandmother. She's a new grandmother. Yeah. So sometimes these things are happening for us, and even though as hard as it may be, if you're allowing this family situation to drag you down, your body's going to say, we have so much trauma stuck within this body right now, we can't do it anymore. And this is why when health comes up, it's really your body going, not alarm bell, like we need to stop, something's wrong, like let's change this, versus looking outside to a doctor, looking within and figuring out what is this triggered by, what is this coming from, where is it coming from. And if you're unable to do that, we can certainly guide you. So that's the goal. I will do like some grounding and healing on everyone, but if you don't keep that resonance, right? And so this is why it's really important for us that you're able to learn how to do this yourself and learn to be better. So yeah, absolutely. So appreciate all you guys. Okay. Yeah, and Janice is doing longer fasts. Absolutely. Very important too. Whatever you're called to do. I've been called to eat a little bit more, but mind you, we just came into winter, like it's coming into winter here. So that's pretty standard for me. And it makes sense. And I was told I wasn't eating enough anyway, but that's okay. Somebody else's opinion of what I do is none of my business. Which is what we should all be saying. Yeah, your opinion of me is none of my business. When you don't listen to your intuition and you're listening to what somebody else is telling you should do, or you believe them to be above you because they have more experience, you look up to them, you're discounting yourself further. Okay? So, all right. Beautiful. Okay, we've caught up on the chat. And so let's drop into a little meditation today. I don't know what's going to come through. I've just gotten, I just surrender. So what I would like you to do is everyone put their feet flat on the floor, please. And you can just start with one deep breath, even with your eyes open or closed, whatever you choose. In through the nose and out through the mouth. We're going to do 6 more of those. You're breathing in, you're cleaning the air with your nostrils. And when you're breathing out through your mouth, you're letting go of the toxins. So another breath. And a couple more. One more. Good job. Okay. Now I do want you to close your eyes, whether or not they're closed or open. And with your feet flat on the floor, I want you to sense your body. I want you to sense your head, your ears, your neck. You can drop your shoulders down and just relax them. Let your belly go. Let your butt go. Let your hips relax. We carry a lot of tension within our body. And today we're going to let that go. With your feet on the floor, you can feel the floor with your toes. Or maybe you're lying down and that's okay too. Feel whatever you're lying down on underneath your body. And we're going to start by getting ourselves grounded. And you'll be able to watch this show again and come to this point and listen again and again. This is for you. It will work every time. Every time you'll be elevated more and more for your highest good. One more deep breath. And as you breathe out, imagine an energetic tail coming out of your tailbone and going down into the earth, not unlike the roots of a tree or a tree itself, right? It's rigid and stable, but it's an energy light and it's coming out of the base of your spine and it's going down into the ground. And like tree roots, it's grabbing on and growing and it's going down through the earth. Just keep breathing normally and keep visualizing with me, even if you can't see. It's going down through the earth. It's going through the rocks. It's going through the magma. It's going through underground water. Keep going. You're going through crystals. You're going through amethyst, which is healing. You're going through clear quartz, which is activating at the same time, other areas as needed. And you're going to keep going down to the center sun. And you're going to wrap your energy around it. And I want you to wrap it and enfold and encompass the entire sun with your energy. And then you're going to bring your energy back up and you're going to wrap it around your own energy as if you were twisting a rope, and it's going to go all the way back up. As you're breathing, just keep breathing nice and slow, nice and relaxed. You can take your tongue off the roof of your mouth and just relax. And as you're coming back up, we're now going to bring it back up in through the base of our spine. Breathe it in through our spine and up to the top of our head. And then, like a fountain, it's going to come out and flow around and come back down under our feet. And it's a self-feeding torus. It's your energy field. And as we do this grounding, we're also setting a structure around our energy field that allows us to maintain our energy and keep our energy more to ourselves. Others cannot get at your energy. Your energy is yours and yours alone. Do be careful how much you're willing to give your energy to others. Protect your energy. It is your commodity. And keep flowing that through. And then we're going to go up through some dimensions. So we're going to take this energy from the base of our spine and we're going to go up. We're going to stop at 3. We're going to stop at 7. And we're going to go all the way up till 12. So what I would like you to do is breathe in again. And as we go up, out of the top of our head, we go to 1, 2, 3. Rest. Imagine a clockwise circle as if you almost had your own helicopter wings, helicopter rotors on the top of your head, and it's rotating around and you're allowing your energy to rest in this spot right now. Do you get a message? Is there a word that pops into your head? Is there a feeling? Is there a color? Do you hear something, see something? Is there something you want to say? Okay, and let's keep going up. Next is 7. So another breath up and in. 4, 5, 6, 7. Same thing here. Allow that energy to be clockwise above your head, and it's holding you here for this moment. What do you hear? What do you see? What do you feel? Just another moment here. There we go. Okay. Now we're going to take another breath and we're going to go up to 12. So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Now you're floating on a cloud. It's all pink here. Beautiful pink, invigorating pink. And you're going to float your energy above your head here. We're going to stay here for a little bit. What do you see? What do you feel? What do you hear? What do you sense? And as we stay here, we're going to do some work on some of our chakras. We're going to work on our root chakra. Instead of growing it today, we're going to shrink it. We're going to shrink down anything that can affect us there. And we're going to expand our upper chakras. So what I want you to do is imagine the color red. And clockwise, you're going to shrink your root chakra, which is red, down to the size of a quarter. And as you rotate clockwise, it gets smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller. It's okay. You're still safe. You're really grounded. Well done. Your next chakra up, which is in your lower belly, underneath your belly button. This is your sacral chakra, and we're going to shrink that one as well. It's orange. So imagine the color orange. And what I would like you to do now is imagine it shrinking clockwise, going down, down, down to the size of a quarter. Can you feel it? Can you see it? Can you hear it? Can you taste it? What does orange taste like? Obviously citrus, right? So just imagine that and you're shrinking it down to the size of a quarter. Shrinking it down, 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 down. There you go. Well done. Now we're going to go up to our solar plexus. And the solar plexus is yellow. Now imagine the color yellow and shrink it down to the size of a quarter. Rotate it clockwise and shrink it down, 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 down to the size of a quarter. Can you see it? Can you hear it? Can you taste it? Can you feel it? There you go. Well done, guys. You're doing great. Now we're going to expand our heart chakra. Just the next one up. You know where your heart chakra is. It's in the middle of your chest. And you're going to start expanding it out clockwise, up to 10 feet around your body. So what we're doing is we're taking control of our energy and we're creating a protection around us and clearing our field. By doing this, you're going to be able to feel clear, free, and much, much, much more stable than you do prior to this. So go ahead and expand your root chakra. Imagine your heart chakra. Imagine the color green. Green is lush. Color is 432. It's so healing. And expand that color out from your heart chakra. Expand it out to 10 feet. Just visualize it going out. Can you see it? Can you imagine it? Can you hear it? Can you taste it? Does it have a taste? Does it have a sound? Maybe birds chirp for you when you look at the green. Maybe it's the smell of green grass being cut. Such a beautiful smell. Or tomatoes, the vine of tomatoes. So keep expanding that out up to 10 feet. Rotate it. Oh, you guys are good at this game. Well done. All right, now we're going to move up to our higher heart chakra, which is in between your throat chakra and your heart chakra. And imagine the color turquoise, not unlike the stone turquoise, not unlike turquoise waters that you see in the oceans and photos all the time. Go for turquoise. And we're going to expand that up to 10 feet. Imagine what turquoise looks like. Imagine what turquoise feels like. Imagine the warm water with the sun on you and expand that energy field out to 10 feet. Beautiful. Keep going. A little more, a little more. Nailed it. Well done, everybody. You're really fast at this game. All right. Now we're going to go to our throat chakra. Our throat chakra is blue, and I want you to expand that out to 10 feet. And you're going to keep visualizing it, expanding out, running it clockwise, expanding out to 10 feet. And go ahead with imagining it, seeing it, feeling it, tasting it, hearing it. Keep going. After this call, you're going to speak your truth. When we finish this meditation, you're going to stand more in your power. Even though you may be concerned about what others think, it just doesn't matter. It's irrelevant, because what only matters is what is true for you. You have your own truth. Now, we often share some truths, but at the end of the day, it's up to you to stand in your power for your truth, for what you believe in, for what you stand in. Even though others might not like it, that's okay. Other people's opinion of you is none of your business. Keep expanding. Well done. Now we're going to move up to your pineal or third eye chakra, and that is amethyst color, purple. Imagine purple and how healing it is, and expand that out 10 feet. For when you do this expansion, others will not be able to come into your field. Things that you used to attract will no longer come to you. If you do this regularly, this will resolve many of the struggles you are having right now. Many of you have shared similar struggles. This will help resolve that. Expand it out 10 feet. Amethyst, purple. Feel it. Smell it. Hear it. Taste it. Touch it. Well done, everyone. And as we move up to the crown chakra, we now think about, fairy dust, golds and sparkly gold. Imagine gold dust in an ocean if you were or in a river if you're penning for gold. And what would that look like? You would look at the water and you see in the bottom it'd be all sparkly. Now imagine little fairies collecting that, because they're making fairy dust. It's sparkly, it's warm, it's high vibing, and it's running around the crown of your head and activating the neurons in your head, not unlike the crown of thorns. And keep going and expanding that out up to 10 feet. Can you feel it? Can you see it? Can you hear it? Can you taste it? Can you touch it? There you go. Well done. Now there's another chakra a little higher up. It's your star chakra, and it is the brightest and purest white light you have ever imagined or ever seen. And I want you to go about 6 inches above your head, and I want you to start rotating that chakra out up to 10 feet. Rotate it out, rotate it out. Can you see it? Can you hear it? Can you feel it? Can you taste it? Can you touch it? Does it have a vibration? It's a pretty high vibe, if you ask me. You guys are doing great. Well done. Keep pushing it out. There you go. You got it. All right. Now remember, we're in the dimension of pink. We're in the 12th dimension. Now, what I want you to do, keeping your eyes closed, you're doing great. We're over halfway through at this point. Okay. Well done. What I would like you to do now is imagine the color pink, and imagine it like this beautiful pink energy flowing down your body. It's going to hit the top of your head, and it's going to start to come down and cover you with this beautiful, warm, and healing energy like nothing you've ever experienced before. And it's coming down over the top of your head. It's going over your forehead, down to the top of your ears, and down the back of your head. It's going over your eyes, your eyebrows, over your ears, and down to the nape of your neck. It's going down your cheeks, your nose, your chin, your lips. It's going down your neck, your jaw. And it's just this beautiful, warm, energetic, glowing energy. Again, like nothing you've ever experienced before. And keep going. And let it flow down your neck, your shoulders, your chest, your upper back. And feel the tension coming out of your neck and shoulders and your jaw just by this alone. It's coming down over your throat, your chest, your higher heart, your upper back, your wings, your shoulder blades, your upper arms. And this energy continues. And it's wrapping you in this warm and vibrant feeling. It's coming down your chest, your arms, your mid back, your stomach. And it's just slowly going down. Your belly button, your lower belly, your hips, your buttocks. And it's flowing down your legs, your hamstrings, your thighs, over your knees, behind your knees, side of your knees. And it's going down your calves, your shins. It's going down your feet, the bottom of your feet even. And then imagine this energy collecting itself and coming back up, not unlike your Taurus field. Now you're going to pull that energy back up through your spine to the top of your head, and you're going to run that too through your field, like a water fountain again. And we're going to do that 3 times. Just visualize it. Your imagination is much more powerful than you've been led to believe. Well done. And now as it's coming out of the top of your head this time, what I want you to do is imagine it's like your own energy cyclone coming around your body and wrapping all the way around you, starting at the top of your head and flowing around you in a clockwise position and coming around and wrapping through your field and cleaning your entire energetic field between your body and your Taurus. And it's filling it with healing pink light and removing anything in there you've collected that no longer serves you, that no longer has anything to teach you, that is no longer relevant to where we are going. Goes back down to the bottom of your feet. There you go. You are now surrounded in a beautiful, high energetic, high dimensional light. It will continue to heal you. Even tomorrow and every day from hereafter, you will feel better and better and better as long as you maintain your energy that you are feeling this moment. So I'd like you to come back to this should you need it. But remember, you are in control of your reality. So every thought, word, action, pay attention. Be the observer. Listen to your intuition. And those that are no longer relevant to your field because they're trying to take you down, it's okay to walk away and put up boundaries for a while. It's okay to go and be you. You're not responsible for how others are feeling, how they're behaving. It's not your responsibility. You're only responsible for you. So now we're going to come back down from the 12th dimension, and this warm, fuzzy feeling will not go away. It will stay with you. We're going from 12, 10, 9, 8, 7. We're going to stop here for a moment and allow that energy vortex over our head to just hold us here for a moment, collecting more messages, collecting more energy. Everything is for our highest good, always and forever. We're going down to 6, 5, 4, stopping at 3. Any last words, any last feelings to come up that will support you on your journey? Going down to 2, going down to 1, and coming back into your body. Just keep your eyes closed for me for a moment. Keep feeling your body. I want you to wiggle your hands, wiggle your toes, wiggle your butt, And come back into where you are now and slowly open your eyes when you are ready. And please share what came through for you. How do you feel? Take your time, there's no rush. The energies right now are allowing us to move at a speed unfathomable even a year ago. We no longer require what we used to require, and therefore it's much easier to move through, have healing, heal ourselves, and up level efficiently and quickly. And I hope you enjoyed that. It's custom each time, depending on who's here. Yeah, chilled and calm. Beautiful. Shazam, I'm sorry your video stopped. You will be able to watch the replay. Yeah. And anytime you're feeling out of sorts, you could run back and play this again. Just it's at about the half an hour mark, about 27 minutes. And I'll make a note of that as well. And so when we can have these opportunities to allow our bodies to do what they need to do, and I've called in so much energy before before the call today to support us on this. Everything is always and only can be for your highest good. There's nothing I can do to harm you. Yeah. Deb feels amazingly calm. Awesome. 17Q loved it. Good. Nice to have a break. Everyone's in meditation. I don't have to worry about the postings as much. Right? Yeah. I'm so proud of you guys for doing that. And I could feel your energy and what you were doing and how you were going along. So you did great. Yeah. Loved it. Beautiful. Released and revived. Yay. Yeah. Yeah. That's the goal. Yeah. Awesome, Janice. Thank you so much. Yeah, absolutely. Body chills all over. You heard play. Yeah. And I was covered in bubble gum. That's awesome. See? Yeah, I could hear the clear message for you is go play like a child and watch what shifts for you. Go play like a child and watch what shifts for you. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely, Kiwi Gal. You're more than welcome. That is the point of doing this on a live so you guys can go back and watch it. Yeah, absolutely. Ah, Nixta fell asleep. It's okay if you fell asleep. It is totally that's what your body needed. You still got what you needed out of it. Don't even worry. And that's probably, you're getting you were put out of the way so this could happen. Tracy says, I got a diamond. Yeah, I got a diamond white light visual. Nothing at 3, but at 7, it popped right in before you described the white gold dust light afterwards. Wow. Yay. Freedom says, huge release at the top. Intense release pain. Lighter now. Good. This is the goal of this. This is for you guys. So this is new. This just came through this morning. I've done other meditations, but it's not coming from my brain. It's coming from my heart now. And it's allowing whatever needs to come through, right? Everything's just coming through for who's here. And then whoever else listens to this and is called to it will always get what they need from this. Okay. Beautiful. I'm so happy. Yeah. Anybody else still struggling that wants a little extra support? I get that you're all pretty good. Maybe one or two. Feel free to comment. And if you're not, that's okay. You can always go back and listen again. Quite often when we allow our mind to get in the way, it's going to block that because we have Norma, you speak to the free will portion. I've spoken enough for a moment.
Oh, yes. See, as far as our free will is concerned, the body has free will too. And that's the reason why I was talking about, the being able to take the two worlds and bring them together. So that way the body and the spirit have a harmonization with one another. So that way the body can feel comfortable with what it's being led to understand, what it's being led to coming back into knowing its purpose and its meaning for us to be here to have an experience on a tangible level. And it's a beautiful dance. free will leads to an even deeper meaning and understanding of what sovereignty is. And this will be something I'll be speaking to more and more as time goes along. That sovereignty is so much more than just a piece of paper. It's so much more than what we've been told or taught up to a level and a degree. And I'm doing a lot of research into this so that way I can bring it to you in the fullness that it's meant to be understood. What sovereignty truly means. And sovereignty is understanding that it's the two coming together as one to have a dance as we as individually come to understand who we are on that individual level, so that way we as a collective become the one. Because you see, not one of us is just the one. We're all one in the end. So that way we all seek to be the change we want to see in this world.
Yeah, absolutely. And Sassy's saying, oh, my head's floating. I don't feel like I'm grounded. So what we did was we shrunk the lower chakras and expanded the upper. So now instead of being pulled down by everything that affects these chakras, we've closed them up. You don't, we've grounded you so much, you don't need them. If at any time you start to feel, oh, I feel too floaty, like my crown's wide open, right? And I operate this way all the time because I'm very aware of my energies, and then my energies are so expanded that, can't touch this. Da, na, 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 na. But if at any time this is a new feeling for you and you're uncomfortable, feel free to just visualize closing down your crown a bit. So take that white light and just wind it back down a bit, right? And just play with that because you're in control and you should be able to feel it. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And you guys know where to find me on Telegram. So if at any time something's going on for you around this, reach out. Not a problem. That's what we're here for. We're here to help. You can also comment in the video later. And I do check them every day, if not a couple times a day right now when they're fresh. I just make sure I go back and check for any comments that I can help with. So yeah, but I'd really rather you were on Telegram because you're going to get answers way faster. So yeah, absolutely. Logan, how was the first Reiki session? Awesome. Yeah, and Reiki is one of those energies too. These are all just energies we can play with. I was clearly told that no longer is it required. It will teach you how to play with the energies, how to understand energies more. So there's a lot of value to taking a course or a program, but you can literally rub your hands together, especially now that you've been so activate. And if you have pain somewhere in your body or you're feeling too floaty, please take the floatiness away from my head. Because we are healers. These are chakras on your hands. And when you rub them, you activate them. Yeah, absolutely. Good. Good. All right. Are there any other questions? We've got some exciting things coming up. I do know that we are looking at adding in some extra videos starting on YouTube. So it'll be under my YouTube channels in regards to sacred geometry, in regards to the Viscus Piscis and all that fun stuff, in regards to more meditations, because I think the meditations are coming, like people are really enjoying them, in regards to describing how to better move through these energies. So as I said, you were all being squeezed on your lower chakras, and now we shrunk them down so that squeeze shouldn't be felt as much, and you've expanded the top. You can't be touched up here, right? You can't have the same fear, frustration, triggers, and pain unless you're really expanded on the lowers, right? So I really would love feedback in the next couple days from you guys onto how you're feeling. And we'll check in again with you on Tuesday for high vibes as well. So we'll keep posting. We are on Telegram, and then all my links are in the link in the link tree under presenters. And then you just go down to that and you can click in there and see. I do have a website. You can sign up on the website to keep track of everything that I'm doing. We do not spam and we do not sell lists. So the call for that is because there's a once a month free healing that's going on. Not unlike today, I give you a small sample, but a little more expanded and a little more customized for each person. There's also any events or upcoming things that we choose to do. and we'll be sharing on there as well. And so, for example, coming up, I do have a mushroom microdosing and mushroom session happening here locally. So anybody in Vancouver that's interested in that, please do reach out. Yeah. And Norma, on the flip side, has been working on something quite beautiful around what's happening in the we don't really talk about financials much on these show. We talk about energy, but crypto is like an energy. Do you want to explain that a bit more?
Cryptocurrency is something that whenever I first got into it, it was a bit confusing about what it ultimately is or what it was created for. There's a lot to it, so I'm not even going to go into much of the detail. But the good thing about cryptocurrency is because it is decentralized, is that as time goes by and you understand how it works, whether it be that you collect it and you hold it until certain events take place and you know how to sell it, or even if you want to do small trades in the market and stuff like that. The one thing that you want to be able to do over time is become your own bank. And this is one of those ways that gives you that chance and opportunity to do that for yourself, because it's yours. You manage it. Once you come to understand what all tools and guides are there for you to understand this process, or to understand the value that this decentralized system provides you with, then you're able to move away from the system that is falling apart so quickly right now, because it cannot sustain itself because of what it was built upon. But the one good thing about with cryptocurrency is it can be built upon because the people can utilize it in ways that you never could with fiat. So this will be something that will be coming out with over time as I continue to find the management of how to present it as I go along. So yes.
And not only that, but the reason that you even came up with this, and the reason that we've been discussing it, which has been out of my wheelhouse completely, guys. I'm going like, no, don't understand it. I had a little bit of money in one thing and just kind of let it sit there, because I didn't understand it, because it's a big machine and there's a lot of manipulation going on. And so then therefore, where is the trust? Well, Norm is actually able to see, like looking down on a board, a game board, but also being able to see all the players' cards. And so she's gotten this capacity, which is beautiful. So we just want to give you guys the options and understanding. Now, not to say it's the end all be all, it is a portion of what's going on, along with the silver, right? And definitely silver. I don't know if you guys remember, just while we're talking about this, that silver is clearing. Silver has a frequency that is so, put it in your hand, play with it. We've pulled all the silver out that I have, and it's not everywhere, but if you know what I mean. My floor is not laid with silver, let's just be clear. But there's coins, and we placed them places, and it happened kind of when we got home, and I put them in the palm of my hand. I could feel the energy from them. So I started calling in silver. Come on, silver, let's go, silver. Come on, silver, elevate. So again, we're just trying to manifest things. So wherever you're at with that and what you're trying to decide to do, always follow your intuition. But we just want to give you guys some options. What will eventually happen, and what is most important, is your frequency is your currency. That's bar none, right? Nobody should be able to touch that. And so by having this paper outside of ourselves that is now required and is being manipulated, that somebody else manages, right? That's got to go away. So yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Janice agrees. Crypto's very exciting to me. So some people are excited about it, and some people don't understand, and that's okay. That's why we are working on this. And Arlene, that's so good to hear. So Arlene said that after she was on the meditation this morning that I did, and after the first one, I checked my blood pressure and it was normal, and finally over 100. It's been under 100. So thank you very much. Excellent. Yeah, she's definitely. So, Love your silver. Don't hide it away. Don't leave it locked up. Yeah, keep it. Yeah. So I would, follow your intuition, guys. If you're heavily invested in silver and you're thinking to invest in XRP, if that's your next step, you know what? Whatever you're called to do. Absolutely. And I normally don't talk about money at all. So there's a lot to learn around this. We will, and because it's decentralized, takes that dollar away. But so does a coin, and so does a promise note where you barter. I'll barter with you. I have a client who has a home over on the Sunshine Coast, and she wants to barter me painting the exterior of her house and as a partial to go over there and spend some time there and get a vacation. So in some ways, right? Those are good ways to barter. Yeah, absolutely. Missy Bain says, "This is my first time trying this. Mind blown. I was seeing the colors before you spoke them. I stretched my right shoulder and neck just before you said to. This is the first time in over a year that I feel this. I want to say this good. It cut off on you. So that's awesome, Missy. Thank you for sharing that. Yeah, absolutely. It's this is the time to start feeling like this all the time. This is your birthright. This is what you're going to get to feel like all the time. Yeah, Kiwi Gal. You know what? I also said the same thing. So this is the bridge that Norma and I are becoming, is that she's got this side that she understands so well, and I'm over here and I understand this. And that's why us working together is so good. So, all right, you guys, we love you lots, but we're going to wrap it up and go down and see David at the drum circle. We're trying to keep all shows to an hour because there are so many, and we want you guys to all go and work on yourselves. So what can you do today for you? If you feel like you need to take a nap, take a nap. If you need to go hug a tree, hug a tree. Yeah, you wouldn't believe. So my higher self is talking to your higher self. That's what's happening, ladies, with this you're picking up earlier. They're reaching you because you're relaxed. So this is how you get connected with yourself, right? It's your soul, and it's trying to tell you this is okay. This is what we want, and it's giving you hits. It's like those synchronicities. Ding, 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 ding. So well done. Yeah, we will have fun. All right. I love you lots. Yeah. And have a nap, have a bath, have a snack, whatever you need to do for you. Drink some more water. Do make sure and listen to your body. Your body will never lie to you. It only wants it knows you. Yeah. It knows you, and it's never going to lie to you. You can always trust how you feel. So when somebody else tells you you should feel different, you stand in your power. We've given you that today, even more so. All right, guys. Love you. Any last words, Norma?
Go have fun and do you.
Bye, guys.